it's hard. Super hard. Now, if the whole team of TLID decides to just dive in, there's really nothing Vincent can do.
Well, he has the deadly catch, but that's about it.
They're pushed to the back. They're cornered against the cavalry, against the horses. Can they actually force out a Game 3 here in Land of Dawn?
Welcome.
I hope so. It's Vincent on what we've been talking about for the longest time in MPLID, a utility jungler. If they can't get a win here, there will be questions thrown around at Geek Fam. Fabian on the Hayabusa on the other side, though. Now that is a scary Hayabusa.
This is a question, though. Are they going to be playing for the neutral objectives, for the lane? Chidera trying to leverage the level 1 pressure, the sustain and damage coming in from that Lunox. But how long can that last? What is the idea for Geek Fam, right? Where is their attention going to be sent? Is it going to be the EXP lane, the gold lane? You got to decide really quick if they're going to be up against Team Liquid. It's a lot more decisive. And looking at the emblems, you can see that there is respect from Team Liquid for the burst potential with 3 tenacities. But look at this, a run.
Oh, already flickering out, but it is a revitalized baited out.
The flogger, as Kirko would say.
With 2 inspires, by the way, on the Lilia and the Herewith. It's going to be a lot of spells thrown out and about. Let's see what Fabian can do here. Running the war cry. Already going for quick moves on the bottom side.
Oh, good flicker out there from the ultimate. Wow, that...
I thought you couldn't do that anymore.
It's very hard to do it now, but it's possible. Well played by Chidera there. Witty up top, rotating as well. Aran there too. They're able to clear out the way, but they gotta be careful. Vincent is on the way. Well, they're low. Vincent, deadly catch coming down. 2 members caught the panda. Brought back into horse 2.
Wow, now TLID, the cavalry is actually the one who's overcommitting, especially in this early of a game. A good sign for Geek Fam to build onto the mid game.
They were trying to make sure that Veldora doesn't pop off, shut him down in the laning phase. But because of that, they just gave Vincent a kill and an assist. Gotta be a bit more careful about that. They know that the turtle is up, but now no level force.
Real world manipulation coming down right now, and that's gonna be Witty all alone.
Oh man.
The horse got stopped. Fabian goes with the quad shadow, trying to go for the retribution. Misses it. Well timed by Vincent on the utility jungle.
Oh wow, Geek Fam, they actually won in the early game. They can't do no wrong, and they're looking to replicate what the LID did in game number 1. Hayabusa Assassins. He can't really do anything with it. He doesn't have that retro as well.
There's no way you go for this, right, Fabian? Witty's walking up. Good taunt coming down. Fabian will have to escape from the deadly catch. Witty is going to die again. A boy picks him up. Now around with a pin down onto Vincent with the avatar coming down as well. Fabian is going to die to Veldora. Geek Fam 5-0 in the first 2 minutes of the game.
Everything just falling into chaos for Team Liquid. They're really overextending on a lot of these fights where it doesn't seem like they're going to be winning, but they're trying to force the issue anyways. And that is just not typical of Team Liquid ID gameplay. Look at Vincent now, though, already realizing that his team has pressure. Gonna go for the farm advantage and maybe put Fabian at a level disadvantage. As Witty on the Hylos can't really do much.
Whoa, interesting play there from Aaron Shiki. Revitalize coming down as well. Aaron Shiki with the flicker out to safety. As the glorious pathway gets used up, Beloyski will be trapped for a bit. TLID already making a move down below. Quad Shadow not connecting, but Beloy will be dead. Fabian gets a shadow kill.
Oh, you thought Geek was kiting? No, TLID is the one who's playing the fishing game.
That was interesting. The fact that Team Liquid took so long, and yet there were still no real responses from the other lanes. That's the wave clear from the composition doing work. They gotta leverage that a bit more, in theory. Towards the mid game, though, the Hayabusa is gonna be a bit more dangerous. Maybe that is where Geek Fam needs to be a bit more careful. For now, though, having all this pressure, having Veldora on the Phobias, with no real clear way of dealing with this hero just yet from Team Liquid, he can kind of be really active, and that's really putting a lot of pressure on this purple buff for Fabian.
Really good. Look at Veldora already zoning Fabian away. This should be free for Vincent. Not even without the... he actually goes for the retribution. We'll put him in a spot where it could be stolen the turtle, but he's already 2 levels ahead anyway.
And the whole team is ahead, so they can kind of force TLID out of the turtle pit. Even Vincent actually starts the turtle as well. They're gonna be happily taking the team fight towards the cavalry.
Interesting decision right here. It's gonna be a 5v5 as Witty once again. Boom, where's Pathway?
Putting it down, trying to bait some abilities from Geek Fam. A boy gonna be stunned up for a bit. Yeheskiel walking up as well. Now gonna be around with the pin down onto Vincent. It's gonna be the catch from Aaron Shaky. Chidera coming in with the chaos as well, but it's gonna be Fabian who secures it with the help of Aran with the heavy spin, and now they're all gonna be compromised. Beloy's gonna dash forward. Shadow Kill not dealing enough damage just yet. Good black shoes to escape. Aran! The assassin Kung Fu Panda! Aaron running away. Veldora's gonna be traded. That's a 1-for-1 and a shutdown at that. Aaron Shiki got the shutdown. TLID just made the goal lead disappear.
Only 500 right now for Geek Fam. What a catch though from Aran. The flicker plays, man. This is what Arrival doesn't offer you.
Geek Fam, they had the goal advantage, but they did not control that fight the way they're supposed to. They couldn't afford to really allow anyone from Team Liquid to flank around and ruin the formation. It's a very consistent front-to-back composition, but they were dove on, and they were just caught completely off guard with the play made by Aran once more. Just like that, you thought that Team Liquid were throwing caution to the wind, but they have a vision that we do not see.
They're treating the Hayabusa like a fanny.
They are. So far, it has been working. Aside from the turtle fight earlier, Heskio put some damage back on this purple buff. It does seem like, it's still going to be Vincent who secures it with a retribution. Fabian walking up, but that's a turret down below. This isn't a fanny, this isn't a Ling. Remember, Haya can still function without the purple buff, so is it even worth?
The signs of an elite team, man. They find something when they're getting dove on, when they're getting invaded in the whole part of the map. TLID, they're looking like a strong contender here in the playoffs.
They just took 2 turrets while they were behind and immediately negate all the advantage from Geek Fam. Looking at the items real quick, that's a crystal for Widdy, so he's going to be having a lot more sustain. A run on the Panda, going for the Thunderbelt. You don't see it too often, but that is what allows him to actually do some damage. Beloyski, though,
walking up. Widdy still has a glorious pathway. Will be chain CC, but has a revitalized Avatar of the Guardian. Not connecting. Yeah, Heskio walking up again, trying to zone them away. Veldora get in the position to zone them from this turtle. Geek Fam still with the advantage. With the turtle, Aaron Shiki dashing forward. Veldora with the demonic force. Proc Beloyski walking up, unable to get the taunt down. Now might be the time to go in. Around with a flicker forward. Now with a heavy spin as well. Vincent will be zoned away. Aaron Shiki gets the turtle. Trying to run away. Aaron will be bursted down. Has the flicker to get out. They're only going to lose Widdy for the turtle.
Mid lane though, they actually want to try to go for the mid lane. No, a boy covering that one really easily, and Geek Fam, I know they're bouncing back, even though the gold lead still favors TLID.
I mean, look at Fabian immediately, knowing that the jungle is dangerous, it's compromised, immediately invading, going to the far side, just pressure again and again, and look at Aran still. Half HP, doesn't matter. He knows he has the security, he has the safety, he's tacky enough, so he just keeps pushing. And his willingness to keep pushing and maintain that pressure, despite the fact that he is at risk, is what is allowing Team Liquid all this space to try and make plays happen. Now it's back to the waiting game, but look at that damage ramping up from a boy. It's definitely been relevant even in the previous fight, so that is something that Team Liquid gotta be careful about. But so far, the creative approach right here to lock down Vincent and allow Aaron Shiki to actually go in and make the play. Team Liquid just showing levels, different approaches. That's just not textbook at all.
Meanwhile, Vincent is also creative as well on the counter. Arashi actually using the Winter Crown as a second item.
Ooh. Winter Crown on the second item will be... Oh, Veldora though.
Okay.
Oof.
A lot of damage.
Definitely a lot of damage, but yes, Vincent, like you mentioned, Shevin, with the Winter Crown rushed after the War Axe, he wants that extra bit of output potential. He's experienced that in the first turtle fight. It's all about that dive, right? It's all about Team Liquid surprising them and getting one member out of position and then gaining advantage that way instead. Now with the Winter Crown, there's a bit more outplay potential, but when it comes to the macro game, look at this. Geek Fam forced to corral around each other for security, whereas they can send Fabian and Aran to just keep pushing the side lanes at, risk-free.
They're owning the crushes, Geek Fam, but so far it has been a slow game over the past few minutes, considering that they need to be very precise, especially Aran, man. If he misses on his ultimate, it is pretty much almost game over for the cavalry. As Geek Fam actually goes for the Lord, do they want to actually go for this one?
Yeah, Heskio is actually at half HP already, so not really ideal. He has the regen, but both teams just want to wait it out, want to try and make some moves happen. They don't really want to go and risk a 50-50, especially in a situation like this.
Boy showing off that recall, don't forget to use it or buy it if you haven't bought it already. The TLID and TLPH1. It's not only, it's also a really good recall to buy.
Yeah, the Geek Fam one. The 5-man dancing, but look at that wave on the bottom side. dancing in favor of Team Liquid. They can play the patient game. Geek fam are going to be pressured to do something.
Lose it a lot here by just staying here. And the thing is, Geek fam can't commit to the Lord. They know there's an Akai. If you do, it's 100-0 to TL.
Okay, yes, skill.
Ooh, he's got to be careful there, even with the blast shoes.
Whoa! Black shoes, that's 2 ultimates, guys. Glorious pathway now by Witty.
Oh!
She can walk in as well. Are not going to be able to pin up Boy down. The revitalize does nothing for Valoy. Vincent pinned down as well. They're all going to be dying. Tadera goes in for some damage, but it's not going to be enough right now. Aaron jumping back and forth finally. Still taken down, but TLID have the man advantage. Fabian walking up, getting the quad shadow in, and now it's going to be Tadera. Knocked up.
There,
Veldora
Veldora!
jumping away. Oh, getting out to safety, but
Oh!
they're burning down. Arad with a solo kill, and Yeheskiel getting Veldora out the game. It is TLID with a wipeout.
Geek fam pulled the trigger way too early, and the gun just recalls back at the man. They're getting punished. 2 Geek only for TLID and a free Lord for the taking for Fabian.
The amount of times Team Liquid has gone for a play that close with HP bars that low and come out on top, they're on something, man. That is just unreal. Now with this Lord, that was just so good, man. The fact that they were able to bait out 2 ultimates, it's not a bad idea for Geek fam to try and focus on Yeheskiel, knowing that he is going to be forced to black shoes and, you know, move backwards, right, in theory. But it was just on a weird sideways angle, so they failed to capitalize on it. Now Team Liquid with this extra bit of pressure. They've been winning in the macro pressure game since the beginning of the game. Now they're going to have even more to play around with this Lord.
Super quiet game though for Fabian so far, and he's been doing his jobs, man. Geek fam has always been invading the jungles for Fabian, and the whole team stepped up for him. This is the difference for TLID. It's not just one guy that's carrying the team, the whole team. Oh, yikes. Is doing their job.
That's a massive chunk of damage to Aaron. Already a 3-item power spike, and by the way, Yeheskiel on a 3-item power spike as well. If you're concerned about the lack of damage output, that's a Wishing Lantern Lilia, along with the Glowing Wand, so spammable glooms all across the board. If Geek fam feel like they can win, clumping up together, using the Lunox to burst one person down, technically Yeheskiel can burst multiple members down at the same time.
Oh, Fabian. Walking into there, not able to react to it. No brilliance. Wow, Fabian, the Hayabusa that has been silent, like you said, Sheffin, decides to be loud at the right moment.
What is a ninja, man? He's a ninja.
Ooh, he's a samurai. Aran walking up again with a heavy spin. Now Beluski pinned down. Fabian gets the kill, and Aran just walks out. Witty can't even be punished right now. And even if they do, that's a horse. That's a roamer who's already died 6 times. Make it 7 with that one.
They're getting caught off guard, man. I think Tadera didn't pop the brilliance because he expected the ultimate to go for a more, you know, long time. And at this point, the buffs is just doing favor towards Fabian. And also, Beloski getting picked off because he knows that he's not really the prime target for Iran. But Iran is doing that anyway. As we have a game fact here by Gopay in MPL Indonesia Season 14, Fabian became the fastest player in Alpha to reach level 15 at 9:22 minutes.
On the Alpha.
Under 9 minutes.
Yeah, the second there. Very impressive things, the farming that this guy is able to actually do. And right now, Vincent's actually caught up, level 15 for both junglers, but the rest of the team, now that's a whole different story. With the Hayabusa played just earlier, now Geek fam has got to be a lot more cautious, man. If you thought Chidera was playing safe before, now he's going to be playing even more safe. It came out of nowhere, dude. That's the change, the adjustment to the shadow kill. It doesn't scale as high with the physical damage, but the animation comes out so quick. Almost like an instant burst of damage. And now with the wave pushing on the top side, Team Liquid, is it going to be a rush? With the Lilia and the Heavyweight at the 3-item power spike, they can clear this Lord really fast.
Lunox on top.
Oh no, that's why they decided to go in. Veldora gonna be pinned down, so able to quick her out with the tough boots of Boy. Thrown away by Witty. In a real world manipulation as the deadly catch comes in as well. Witty will be traded down with the Revitalize already used up, but now Aaron Shinky jumps in with a re-engage, gets the kill on the Veldora. And now it's gonna be the shadow kill into the back of Boy. Taken out. That's a double for Fabian. As he jumps back away with the quad shadow clean by the cavalry.
Just when you thought Geek fam turned the tables, the cavalry's turning the stables.
He's turning it around every single time. It seemed like Geek had some momentum there, had a moment to really make things happen, but Team Liquid, the great spacing, the way they were just so willing to sacrifice Witty. Witty the Wise here is just taking up everything, taking the L's in order for his teams to get all the W's. And the damage dealt by Kidia explains why is Team Liquid able to really overpower Geek Fam. Look at that damage coming out of Yehezkiel. You saw how the Geek Fam were approaching that fight, Shevin. They were kind of clumped up in that small corridor in the jungle. That's ideal circumstances for a hero like this Lilia.
The flex coming from Fabian.
And a cry emote.
Oh man.
Yikes.
I would be crying too if I were Geek Fam at this point.
I mean, I think you're crying right now, Shevin.
Oh man. Don't snitch. I'm supposed to be professional.
Oh man, look at this though, the siege.
Oh my Vincent! Got baited, no deadly catch.
No way.
Oh no, Aran goes in, now Beloyski will be fed to the rest of the horses as Winnie gets in. Fabian! Again jumping in, jumping out, the shadow kill enough to take a boy very low. Fabian with the quad shadow. Just styling on Geek Fam. Oh my goodness, almost. Oh, that was actually a pretty good defense coming in from Geek Fam, but now it's not over just yet. They still want to go for more cavalry charges.
Yeah. Now the deadly catch baited again. Iron Shiki already on the turret. Witty taken low. He will be able to breathe and Fabian.
Oh, that's his Devon Force coming down. Vincent taking low. Get over Fabian baits up with a crowd. One last hit. Vincent was practically dead in that moment. TLID, even without waves, they are scary.
Way too close for comfort right there. Last second Winter Crown for Vincent. By all means, man, he is still farming. He has the BOD, by the way, Vincent, so you can see earlier, he has damage, but it's not enough damage fast enough. He's trying to compete in damage output with a Lilia, with a Hayabusa, with a Herod. Vincent can do burst damage, but once his skills are on cooldown, it's a long and painful waiting game.
Oh man, it just dawned on me that Iran is also celebrating MLBB's 8th anniversary with the new skin for Akai, man. Is he actually just trying heroes just like RQ right now?
I don't know. They're still in the race to playoffs, or upper brackets rather, so I don't think they're experimenting. I think we're seeing really good stuff from Liquid.
For sure.
Yep. And looking at that item, by the way, there's a great Dragon Spear in the inventory of Fabian. So, a lot more ways to just be elusive. He's standing right there!
Dude, bro, you're a ninja. You're supposed to be unseen, silent. Why are you showing up on the maps?
He doesn't like being called silent.
Because he can. Oh,
because
no
he can!
Indeed! Fabian is gone like in and out of the game. What was that? Aranda with a pin down. Feldora is dead, but not without Beloyski, who will sacrifice his life to Liquid ID, who are just going to smash them in their own base. Tadera is next. Team Liquid ID, the cavalry. Charge forward, and there is nothing you can do. Not against that buff horse. 2-0. Clean sweep. Geek Fam got dumpstered. You just pray against this team, bro. You just pray. The Dragon Warrior, the Ninja, deals the last blow to the Geeks. What was that, bro? I thought it was going to be a silent game. It was 2-1-1 at one point in the late game. Fabian just absolutely jinxed me with this performance out of nowhere. Woo!